Right guys, good afternoon. I'm actually going to do a little blog on the bike. Needs an oil change, needs new chain and sprockets. What do I think to the bike? Actually, it's a godsend. Without the bike we'd be very stuck. So you can see it's ready for new tyres, got the new chain and sprocket. What lets the bike down? Suspension, but you have to pay big money for good suspension. That back tyre's looking a bit worn. Could do with a back disc. It's got a front disc, the front's quite good, it's okay. The bike angles really well, unless you have someone that's quite heavy sat on the back, and because he's sat there, the weight's not, you have to sit properly on a bike. If you sit really at the back, you're just going to throw the bike, you're going to make the bike wobble all over. So passenger, if you've got a big passenger, this bike is no good for you. I'm weigh about 12 stone. So, if I've got somebody the same size as me on this bike, wow, this bike will be very hard work for this bike. So guys, what do I think to the bike so far? I've had it over a year now. Let's have a look. I'm doing quite low kilometres now, guys. So I'm doing quite low kilometres. We don't have the budget, so it's quite low. I mean, if I'd have had the budget, this would have had at least 25,000 kilometres on it by now. So, what lets the bike down? Well, what really lets the bike down is just the power. But money for money, budget for budget. This is probably one of the best bikes on the market. One of. Off-road. So on off-road, it's probably one of the best bikes. So, like I said, just power. That's what lets the bike down. It's not got enough height, not enough power, not enough grunt. Looks like everyone's walking around. You need an art. I'm not going up there to blog, it's just so hot. So that's the XTZ, and it's a little blog, guys. Little chat about the XTZ. So yeah, next time you need a 250 or a 220, 225 up. A 200 should be okay, but you really need a 250, 300, and then you just need to go up. If you're doing an off-road bike like this, I would say you want a 225. There ain't really any good 200s. They're all, I mean, XT do a quite a good bike, but they're old. They're a little old now, and it's just not gonna be as good as a modern bike, even though XT are really good. But 250 up should be okay. But like I said, if you're a big guy, your girlfriend's a big girl, a 125, you'll just bog it down. It just has not got the power to pull you. So you actually need, what you need, guys, you need a 250. Better a 300, more power. So you need that power. Simple as that, really, guys. Right, so it's a good afternoon. Take care. It's very hot here. So this is where we are, actually, Tinderway. So that's where we are, guys. Right, so that's the XTZ. Restricted. Even if it was unrestricted, right, this bike, it still would not have the torque. I mean, it's a nippy little bike, one person. Absolutely brilliant. Nippy little bike. It's a good little bike if you're one person. But to be honest, like I said, there's just no torque, and the power's not good. It's just not got the power for two big guys, two big girls, So that's it. It's a good bike. It's reliable. I haven't changed the oil for quite a while. It needs an oil change, and it needs setting up right. So brake setup to how I like it. Probably needs new brake pads now, guys. It doesn't need them just yet, but it's getting round to new brake pads. Now that needs setting up. That's your gear shift. So how do we set that up? Well, you put your foot on there. So how to set that up? Right. So you put your foot on there, and if you cannot reach that, right, if you cannot reach that to change gear, or you have to take your foot off to change gear, you need to move that up. up or down, you need to set it up. Needs to be set up with your foot, guys. So that needs setting up, but I just can't be bothered. I ain't got a spanner actually. I haven't got a spanner to loosen it to set it up because it needs lifting. So that needs to come up a little. And then that's about it, guys. Brakes on this bike, not fantastic, you know, but okay. Adequate, not fantastic, you know. And like I said, if you've got two on this bike and you're quite big, you know, don't buy this. You need a 250, guys, up. Actually, I would actually like a 250 300. So maybe a 400 500. Yeah, I've got a nice bike in mind, just ain't got the cash for it. So I think I'd go for the Himalayan. Why the Himalayan? I think the Himalayan's got more off-road ability. And that's something else you need here, guys, in the Philippines. But the beauty, don't forget, low power, right? Low power. So that means this bike's going to do a lot further on petrol. And it is good. It's very good on petrol. Now, if it were a 250, guys, you know, you'd be putting more petrol in it. You'd be filling it up. But you really do need that 250. But don't forget, you know, if you're on a really low wage, you know, you've not got much money, this would be excellent. Because it doesn't take a lot of petrol to fill it. So that's the beauty. Not a lot of petrol to fill it. XTZ 125 monocross. That's the suspension. And I actually could do with the suspension setting up. I would actually like it a little bit harder. But like I said, good angling bike. But yeah, it's quite nippy. It's not a fast bike, but you can make it go fast. But to be honest, 12 brake horsepower, not a very fast bike. So excellent bike for anyone here in the Philippines, because like I said, doesn't take a lot of petrol to travel around. But you know them 250s, if you keep, you know, opening that throttle, then you're going to use a lot of petrol. Right, guys, I think we're off. Take care, God bless. Have an absolutely spectacular day. Please like, please subscribe, please share the video. Beauty with this, they've actually modelled it on a YZ. It's slim, so it's very slim. So it is quite slim, looks like. So it is quite slim. I mean, you could SM it, supermoto, so you could actually supermoto it. But like I said, it's not got big power, so you need a 250 to be honest. Right, guys, please subscribe, please like, please share. Please help support in the way of $1. Thank you very much. Take care. God bless.